Hi Aries. So I've been sitting here with the cards and the energies to get your story. Let's see what else comes out as we go. Um, I'm feeling this. It's very, we're going through something. We're definitely going through a big transformation here. Um, Before we start, I just wanted to say I enjoy dream interpretations and I am a Reiki master. And so if you're interested in any of those services, there's an email somewhere in my about section or community section. You're welcome to reach out to me and we'll see what I can do to help. So let's start. Um, Here we go. So this is you. This is the archetype deck. We start here with the heart. So I don't like when this happens, but this is happening in this story. I got a few things. I got one, you're in a place right now. This very much feels like a relationship, like a romantic relationship. Um, Whether it's present or whether it's been going on for a while, this relationship, it's been very, very impactful on you. And now is the time for you to go within and see what you've learned and what it is, what this experience of this person, this relationship has really been teaching you and showing you about yourself. So we have the heart here. That's scenario number one. Scenario number two, you just broke up with somebody or you want to break up with somebody, but you are in this very dark place about how to do it or should you do it, or a lot of doubts. Or three, you're falling in love with somebody and you know that as you're creating this relationship with someone, there's a part of you that needs to go and you're very aware of it, or there is a part of you that you can no longer employ if you really want this relationship to be successful. You need to let it go. So, three scenarios. I'll try to stick to the first two, I think, but we'll see how it comes out as we go. So this is you. This is the heart. This is really the heart of the matter. This is you. This is asking you. This story is asking you to go within and if you've heard this expression before, it's asking you to sit in your throne. Go back within, get into your heart space, and sit in your throne. Go back there where you have complete reins over your life and yourself, basically. So that's where you are. So this is why I said that this relationship or this partnership or whatever this was, and if it's not, romantic, it's a very, very close bond that you've had with someone, parent or friend or even coworker, who knows, best friend. So the heart and the shadow. So it really has been showing you a lot of things about the way you love, the way you let yourself be loved, you give and receive, the parts of you that do it for whatever reason, the reason. Sometimes we give love because we want something in return, that kind of thing. Unknowingly. That's why it's the shadow, and that's why until we face those parts of ourselves and are honest, then we don't really know that we do those things. So it's showing you a lot of your shadow side in terms of when it comes to giving and receiving love, giving of yourself, that kind of thing. This is why it feels very much like a romantic relationship. But again, it could be that you've been taking care of a parent for a long time and now it's showing you perhaps that you haven't been wanting to, or that whatever, you feel guilty or you feel like it's whatever it is. The next card is dead end. So it really is showing me here that, and this is what's so heavy about it, I'm going to try not to cry, is the next two cards is the dead end and the empty room. I'm already crying. I'll cry over anything. Not anything, but I'm super sensitive. I'll cry. Like, anyway, the dead end and the empty room. So you've gotten to a place, you're in a place right now where, the dead end is, it's saying, like, you're not going to get what you want the way you want it. Sorry. This is what the card says. But there are many other doors around you. You keep reaching for that one door that you want. But there's a million different doors around you that are open and ready for you. And if you could just let go of that one door that you absolutely want, you have to get it your way, you want it this way, it's not going to open. It's a dead end. That door is just never going to unlock itself for you. Let it go. But it's hard, and it's really hard. I mean, I can feel it. I just want to sit here and cry. So you find yourself in the empty room, and the weird thing about this is, usually I love this card because when I first started meditating years ago, I didn't know about any of this, but I used to go, in my meditations, I used to go to an empty room, literally. It looked similar to this. And just find peace there. And this is what it usually feels to me, but this combination over here, it really is saying, like, you've been stuck wanting this for a very long time. And perhaps that's what broke your heart. Perhaps that's, you wanted this relationship a certain way, you wanted to see it in a certain way, and it didn't pan out. But you must have been knocking on that door for a very long time, and this is here. Like, it's not the way that you want it or imagined it would be. And you find yourself now in this empty room space. And so this combination over here is really telling you, look at yourself, look at it, accept it for what it is. This is accept whatever it is for what it is, and let go of that dream, let go of that fantasy, let go of it had to be that certain exact way. Find yourself. This room is not empty. I mean, you can see through that there are stars out there. There's something out there waiting. There's something else, and something's being illuminated for you. But all you can feel is this emptiness inside of this room. But if you can just get out of that, if you can open one of these other doors and get out of that empty space, there's a lot of beautiful things and healing. The star card in traditional tarot is healing energy and hope, and there's a lot of that outside. There's a big star here, smaller one, smaller one, smaller one. There's something else out there that's waiting for you. And it's very much what it is that is waiting out there for you, is this sitting on your throne thing, sitting on your throne energy, to do things differently, to be a different kind of lover, to not overgive, or this can show a lot of indecisiveness or betrayal. You feel betrayed by somebody, or you let yourself be betrayed by somebody. Ignoring red flags, that kind of thing. You love so purely and so hard that you might have overseen a lot of red flags, and now it's telling you, in this space, in this peaceful space, find yourself, find the truth, find your reasons why you did all of the things, the way you did them, and let it go. And to help you letting it go, I'm going to finish with this row before we move on to the rest. To help you let it go is this energy over here, and this energy over here is absolute. Like, it might be a quick, swift change that's coming in, but it's coming in to help you have a profound realization and see things and accept things exactly the way they are. And once you can accept things the way they are, instead of wanting them to be exactly the way that you want them to be, you'll be able to let go, one, and two, it'll set you free into that path, into finding those stars, into finding that passion inside of you that reignites your heart for you, not for the other people that you've been giving yourself so freely of, and perhaps that have broken your heart or betrayed you in some way. And the reason they've done it is because you haven't seen the red flags, and it's almost like a self-betrayal. And so they're reflecting that betrayal back to you with whatever happened. If you give too freely of yourself, you're basically betraying yourself by not listening to your intuition or listening to the red flags. And so they're just mirroring that from the outside. But this energy is coming in to accept things as they are, so that you can let the old you, the old pattern go. And you know, this is almost like a tarot card, but it's in this context right now, it feels very much like a tarot card. But look at that. There's 2 stars here as well. 1, 2, and then there's stars here. You see? So this is gonna destroy this room, and so once the walls are down, you'll be able to reach the stars finally. So here we go for the animal oracle spirit deck, spirit animal oracle deck. Yeah. White Raven Spirit, we start here. Trust in the magic. So maybe you're scared of what might happen. Ooh, the 66 here. Maybe that means something for someone. Look it up, 66. See if it resonates. Maybe you're scared. Maybe there's a part of you who just doesn't want this because you don't know doesn't want to let go of that one door because that's what you want. But the White Ravens is here to tell you that trust in the magic. Trust that one of those other doors, they may not have exactly what you want the way you wanted it, but there's magic. There's magic in those other doors that you need to explore. Next is Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. So usually, especially paired with this card over here, you might have some negative mindsets and negativity, or you might be really harsh on yourself about going about making this change. And so I think it's telling you to love yourself through it. Really just, what did I hear recently? I was interpreting someone's dream, and it was like, just tell yourself, trust in whatever it is, and love yourself for it. I can't remember what it was exactly worded, but just trust that however it is, good or bad, there's love there to be found, and be gentle about it. To help you with being gentle, there's a sandpiper spirit here. Be playful, and definitely having that, gentleness about you, that playfulness about you. And it's that playfulness that, like, when you first started using your heart as a child, or when you first get into a relationship, you're more lively, you're not broken, in a sense. And so you loving with that playful childish heart, and it's asking you to go back to find that reignition in your heart. Be more playful about it so you can claim your independence, the cat spirit over here. So really this is the goal, is to gain your independence, because I think the way, or your style of attachment and your style of love has really been keeping you codependent, or just dependent on others. So like, once they make their decision, I'll know what decision I'll make, that kind of thing. That is a style of attachment, when you just can't make a decision for yourself, or you need to see somebody else's move before you make your own. If you can hear that, it's just my cat, one of my cats. This is actually teaching you independence from all of that, to really just stand in your own power and make your decisions, and whatever the other person decides, that is up to them. And maybe that's why you kept knocking on this door, because you wanted them to see or do whatever you wanted them to do, the way you wanted them to do it. But there haven't been, and you're still stuck knocking on that door, wanted it to be that way. Just make your decision, get out of there, or ask for exactly what you want the way you want it. If they're not going to align, don't be codependent, don't be dependent. Relationships are more about interdependence, I suppose. Codependence in a healthy way, yes, but I think this is telling us here that it hasn't been the healthy codependence on people, on connections, and that's what it's here to teach you. You've already seen this card. use your mind wisely. So really be more positive, or visualize more positive outcomes for yourself. Turkey spirit, give with gratitude and grace. So here, yes, there we go. I heard it. So here, when I said, maybe you, one of the ways that you love people is that you give, but you kind of expect something in return, like it's a transaction. Like, if I give you this, then you'll give me attention, or you give me love because I gave you something. And it's as, if you can hear that, that's another one of my cats. Give because you want to. Give because it feels good to give. Don't give because you feel guilty, or you want something in return, or you feel like it'll make the other person feel like now they owe you, that kind of thing. And that could very much be the shadow. Maybe you didn't know that about yourself. That could very much be your shadow, that you actually, when you give, there's a subconscious reason why you do, and it's a part of you that wants to get love in return, and you only know how to receive love when you give it, instead of just being loving. And when other people want to give you love, they give you love. But I suppose if you give love for the right reasons, it will come back to you anyway. So really, it's just about transcending this. I just said transcending, and the next card is truth transcends illusion, dragonfly spirit. And so, look, there's a tiny little crown on this dragonfly. You see it right there? I can show it to you right there. Oh, 22. Maybe if it means something to somebody, look it up. I really don't usually look at the numbers, but when they pop out at me, they pop out at me. And the only two that popped out at me were the 66 and the 22. Maybe it's significant for somebody. Once you see that truth about yourself, that you give because you want to receive something, it might free you. It might be able to destroy this pattern that you have, and learn really to give because you want to give, not because you think it'll make the other person feel a certain way. It's in a way, it's manipulative. I mean, almost everything feels manipulative to me. But this is in a way that it wouldn't be manipulative. Is you give because you want to give, and whether they give back or not, you've already felt love by giving. So whether they give you love back or not, of any kind, that is the bonus. The giving is the love you're trying to feel. That's the one. All right, so that is for the spirit animal. I hope I made some kind of sense, or you guys are able to put that together. So here for the shaman Ormoc deck, we start with the coyote. So again, I feel like there might have been some betrayal, or some sneakiness, some deception. In this relationship, or in this bond, in this connection. And again, like I said before, if you have been giving so that you could receive attention or love or whatever it is self-deception. And so they would have mirrored it back to you. If you can hear that. Hey, Jade. Hi, baby. Hi, yes, I know. He's very vocal, very social. Come here. Come on. Yeah, good boy. So if you have been self-deceiving in any way within yourself, they would have mirrored that back to you in some way. But it must have been heart-crushing. Heart-crushing? It must have been heartbreaking for you to be going through that from the outside, so you could finally see it on the inside. The next card here is the upper world. Hi, baby. He's a sweet boy. The upper world here is really... Oh. Surprise, surprise. There's a second card I did not know about here. Let me switch this down. Hi, baby. Yes, you're a sweet boy. Actually, the blade comes first. Oof, okay. Change of plans. No. You know what's funny? So cut off. It really is about cut off the self-deception within yourself. Cut off the self-deception. Cut off the behavior that attracted these betrayals or deceptive people or deceptive situations into your reality. Cut that off. And here it says that you are being, one, it says two things. You are being guided and helped and protected from your spiritual team, whatever it is that you believe in. Oh, no. Oh, I hate when you do that. And two, that you doing this is actually a step to, once you sit on your throne, on your heart throne, on your inner child's throne. Hey baby, I don't really want you to sit. You will have a clearer what's the connection with your higher self or the upper world, whatever spiritual team you believe in. Hi baby. Oh, next card is the journey. Yes, there we go. So the journey, the funny thing about this card is it's the journey, so it really is saying that you are starting a brand new journey in this life, in this cycle, in this life, in this cycle. Both are true. But the actual energy of this card is it's not yet ready. Until you cut off that self-deception within yourself, it's not yet ready. So you're still in this time where, wait, don't go into the journey before you finish this work. Before you reignite your heart and find the things that truly move you or are passionate about and do it for the right reasons. Because once you go into this journey, there we go, you will be able to make it rain. Whatever that means to you, whether it's a project, whether it's a career, a job. Look at this. Hi, baby. Whether it's a career, a job, or reigniting a relationship or getting into your next relationship, whatever it is that you've been manifesting, this is a manifestation card. It says that if you manifest something that is selfish, that is just for you, so if you keep this self-deception card going, these self-deceptive qualities going, if you make choices from that, you will not manifest for the highest good. You will hurt yourself and everybody else around you as well. But if you do the inner work, you will be able to make it rain, to manifest things that are so much bigger than you ever realized. And that's where the trust in the magic comes in. Trust in letting go of that pattern of that self-deception in whatever way it is in you or showing up for you. And trust that you can actually make huge, big things. Big things will come your way as soon as you finish this cycle and go on this brand new journey. And you see the owl right on top of this person's head. It really is just higher vision, higher knowledge, wisdom, and help from the spiritual world. And when we have one more card, and here it says that you will be able to, so if you repeat the cycle, the sun is basically like, it's like a desert sun, like it's scorching hot and it'll burn everything, and it'll be addicted to, or what's the word, attracted to shiny things or the light in other people, or and that's self-deceptive when you rely on other people to make you feel something, to ignite your heart, to that kind of thing. You'll be going through the same, or the sun is, you'll understand the cycles of there's a time for a sunset, there's a time for a sunrise, and this is solar plexus as well. This is masculine energy. It could be feminine, you could be a feminine. This is not about gender, it's about energy. Igniting that inner power within you, to know when to shine the light and where and how much, and really be able to empower yourself, and with that have the ability to empower others, and understand that there's a time for each. There's a time when to, when the sun comes up and then it goes down there. There's time for day and time for night. You'll understand that when it's during the day, here's your time to shine, and then comes the cycle in the day where you need to keep the light for yourself, protect yourself, that kind of thing. So I hope this helps. This is your story. Sorry about the cat. I mean, you're welcome about the cat because it's always cute and really cool when they make an appearance and purr on camera. But good luck with everything, and I will see you next time, Aries.